Alright, so judging by the views on the shorts, I imagine some of you may have wanted to see this video, so I'm making it. So to kick off making the pullback GTR, it's basically the same as the Supra. Literally the same motor, the 4 long piece, bushings, and the 3 long, like inverted pieces, kind of. And another bushing on the other side. Once again, this piece is going to mount over there. Same as the Supra once more. This guy. On the other side, I'll put another one. And the chassis is a little bit different because the R34, this guy's like super long. So, yeah. So once again, mount this guy at the back. I believe this is actually 8 studs. It's just going to slot through here. And droops down. Alright, so I don't have a spare GTR like I do my Supra, which is actually sitting over there. But for the GTR, this is going to be a little tricky. So we're just going to disassemble this. Brian's going to have to sit out for this one. But basically, what we're going to do, same tricks, but these got to come out because they hold stuff together. Kind of gets in the way. Front fenders come off too. There's that crazy technique that was used to get that cool nose with the Nexo shields. So we're going to start at the back. I think I'm just going to get the wing out of the way. It will come back though. So the back is interesting. Once again, push underneath the fenders. The cool ones with the printed stripes. That's going to come out. And we have this guy. So some disassembly does need to happen here for it to actually fit, because well, with all that stuff there, it doesn't exactly work. So we're going to take the window assembly out, like underneath these black 1x4s. Then on this window piece, the roll cage unfortunately has to go to make space for, well, this guy. But these will reunite. Now something else you kind of want to do, this back piece with the seat, it's going to come off. And then the fenders, they're going to mount so that this black axle is in the center. And it just barely clears, which actually, this comes out. Same on the other fender, that 1x3. I believe it does come back though. Just see real quick. So to actually brace it, 1x6, that needs to be moved back. So what's staying, not this L piece here, that's going over there, same on the other side. Then we come back to the back of the car. So this red piece, that's actually going to come off. We're replacing it with a, where is it? Replacing it with a 1x1 stud with a hole. That's going to be important later. So it's just going to go in the same spot as the red tile. This guy's got to come out. Except we don't actually need any of this stuff in front of like this yellow clip. So it's just going to come off. Kind of. It's janky. Now you have this rear section. And this 1x6 here is going to mount on top of these LEDs. Then we're bringing back these 1x3s with the cheese slope on the side. They're going back in their original position. And now on the bottom, this is going to go under here. It's going to mount to the center hole thanks to this little piece. It's going to mount right there. I do have a trick to hold this on, but I forgot how it was done. Actually, I might have misplaced that piece. 1x6. Yeah, so it actually goes on top of these. So that way this guy can come up and it clears. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring the rear window back. So this guy is going to go back in that position in just a moment. But for now, we're just going to put the rear window, which actually lets you see the motor. And it's just barely enough space to get it in there. So, to stabilize this, what we're going to do, I forgot to do this, but take this back out to actually mount that in there. This is actually all-wheel drive it's specific for the all-wheel drive one, because this is off to the side. But you will need like 3 plates, but the one on the top, it's got to be this certain one with the little center stud hole, so that can actually mount on the bottom. Use the same trick as the top piece, so that way when it mounts in, it goes onto that tiny little hole there. While I have this here, what we're going to do to help keep the rear bumper on when this thing's going super fast with that nitrous, these little studs, 1x1s, they're going to live here. On the bumper, that's going to come back. Then we're going to take, in this video, just a gray 1x6 who's going to live on top of here. Now I will admit, the bumper will still wobble, but it holds on. So the next thing I'm going to do to build this, I'm going to take one of the side pieces. We're going to take one of these brackets, the black one, except this one